SMU taking on Penn State, 12 o'clock Eastern kickoff in Happy Valley. Penn State's -8, totals 54. And both teams are 11-2 straight up, but I think the Nittany Lions are really going to benefit from that home field Beaver Stadium advantage. First of all, they're going to have a million screaming kids at the game, all wearing white. And I'll tell you, it's going to be cold and windy in Happy Valley on Saturday for those kids from Dallas. That's going to be a tough one, man. We're looking at about 25 degrees at kickoff, 12 to 15 mile an hour winds. Legit potential for snow in this one as well. And I'll tell you, if that weather's sloppy, that certainly can play in Penn State's hands. They really like to ground and pound it with that two-headed monster in the backfield. Nick Singleton has 838 rushing yards, 6.4 yards per carry. And Katron Allen, he's got himself 822 yards himself. Handful of scores on the ground for him. Man, I'll tell you, these guys, very similar numbers. And they don't mind splitting touches either. I mean, from what I hear, these guys are best friends. So this is certainly a group effort, running back by committee. Now, when it comes to defensive play, the Nittany Lions allow only 16 points a game. They're in the top 10 in the nation in total yards. And I'll tell you, they are a very disciplined bunch on D as well. They are the second least penalized defense in the entire country. Meanwhile, the Mustangs on the other side, well, they actually have one of the most heavily penalized offensive units in the nation. They're committing nearly 9 penalties a game on offense. Bottom 5 in the country in penalty yards per game. Penn State got, a really good pass rush, so might see ourselves a good amount of holding calls. And I'll tell you, I think a big problem for SMU in this one, other than the weather, it could be time of possession. I'm just not sure they're going to have the ball enough. They actually rank 126th in the country in offensive time of possession on the road. So if they don't have the ball, they can't punch it in. Now, total-wise, 3 out of the Mustangs' last 5 road games did fall under the total. Meanwhile, Penn State's gone 5-2 to the under in their last 7 contests at Beaver Stadium. I like Penn State getting the job done at home here. Give me the Nittany Lions -8, under 54. All right, next game, Clemson, Texas, 4 o'clock Eastern kickoff. Texas is -12, totals 52. The Longhorns are 11-2 straight up, 7-6 against the point spread. Clemson 10-3 straight up themselves, covered recently against the likes of SMU, Virginia Tech, and Wake Forest. And I'll tell you, I do think the Tigers can at least keep it within a couple of scores. They're perfect 4-0 straight up on the road this year. When it comes to stopping the run, this team's allowed just 93 rushing yards a game as the road team. TJ Parker has 11 sacks on the year, 6 forced fumbles. And Barrett Carter's leading the defense in tackles. They're currently limiting opposing quarterbacks to just 55% passing. Meanwhile, on the offensive end, Cade Klubnik and the boys, they're actually throwing for nearly 275 yards a game through the air. They're 12th in the country in total yards per game. And I'll tell you, they're facing a Texas offensive unit who's had their fair share of struggles recently. These guys were actually held to 20 points or less in 3 out of their last 4 games. When it comes to covering, well, this is a mighty big number for a team who has struggled against the point spread. The Longhorns failed to cover in 3 out of their last 4 ball games. They're actually just 3-6 against the spread in their last 9. And even though there's really not a ton to nitpick about when it comes to the Longhorns, I mean, statistically, these guys have great numbers, but they do have the tendency to put the ball on the turf. They actually rank 121st in the nation in fumbles on offense. Now, total-wise, the Longhorns' last 4 straight all stayed under the total, 8-1 to the under in their last 9. Meanwhile, Clemson saw unders in 4 out of their last 6 themselves. The under cashed in all of their road games this season, by the way. I think the Tigers can keep this one close. Give me Clemson +12, under 52. And with that, we're going to jump into our next and final breakdown for the video. Tennessee, Ohio State, 8 o'clock Eastern start. Ohio State's -8 at home, totals 47. Now, The Buckeyes are 10-2 straight up on the year, 6-6 against the point spread. Tennessee's also 10-2 straight up, 7-5 against the number. And once again, folks, this is another one of those games where we're looking at two very tough defenses. The Volunteers allowed just 13 points a game, 4th in the nation in yards allowed per play. And Tennessee's defended both the run and the pass very well. They're allowing just 99 yards a game on the ground, 9th in the country in defensive quarterback rating. Meanwhile, the Buckeyes on the other side, well, that defensive unit has been absolutely stifling. These guys allowed just 10 points a game. That's best in the country. You know, we covered, 8 really good defenses in this video. And Ohio State, they allow the fewest amount of points out of all of them. They are best in the country in points per game. And they're also allowing fewer total yards a game than any other school in the country. Now, total-wise, 5 out of the Buckeyes' last 6 outings did stay under the total. They went 7-2 to the under in their last 9. Meanwhile, the Volunteers saw unders against the likes of Mississippi State, Alabama, and Florida. That's right, folks. A clean sweep of unders for us. I like the under 47. And with that, folks, now it's time for our quick pick recap. I like the under 51 in the Indiana-Notre Dame game. Give me Penn State -8, under 54. Clemson +12, under 52. Give me the under 47 in that Tennessee-Ohio State game. And with that, folks, that's going to do it for me. Don't forget to check me out on my premium page. And if you do end up getting a membership here today on my premium site, just a friendly final reminder, you're going to get access to that membership every single day for the next 30 days. And as an added bonus, you're also going to get access to all of my cheaper memberships during that time frame, absolutely free. They're going to be included with your membership. That's why I always tell folks that Gold Club package, it's a full access, all-inclusive membership. But most importantly, folks, got to thank you for joining me right here on the free video. Really hope you enjoyed all this great free content, all this great free information. And with that said, folks, happy playoff week. Well, week 1 for you. Happy first round of the playoffs to you. Best of luck to you. And I look forward to seeing you later on today on my premium page.